relay our scenes, from ancient grudge break to new mutiny, where civil blood makes civil hands unclean.
From forth the fatal loins of these two foes, a pair of star-crossed lovers take their life, whose misadventured piteous overthrows, and who with their death bury their parents' strife.
The fearful passage of their death march love, and the continuance of their parents' rage, which but their children's end, not could remove, is now the 2 hours' traffic of our stage.
The which if you with patient ears attend, what here shall miss, our toil shall strive to mend.
Being moved.
But thou art not quickly moved to strike.
A dog of the house of Montague moves me.
To move is to stir, and to be valiant is to stand. Therefore, if thou art moved, thou runnest away.
A dog of that house shall move me to stand.
The quarrel is between our masters and us, their men.
'Tis all one. I will show myself as a tyrant.
Draw thy tool. Here comes to the house of Montague.
My naked weapon is out. A quarrel and I will back thee.
How? Turn thy back and run.
Fear me not.
No, Mary, I fear thee.
Let us take the law of our sides and let them begin.
I will frown as their pass by and take it as they list.
Nay, if they dare, I will bite my thumb at them, which is a disgrace if they bear it. Do you bite it from us, sir? I too bite my thumb, sir. Do you bite it from us, sir? Is the law of our side if I say I?
No.
No, sir. I do not bite my thumb at you, sir. But I bite my thumb, sir.
Do you quarrel, sir?
Quarrel, ma'am? No, ma'am. If you do, sir, I implore you. I serve as good a man as you. No better? Well, sir?
Say better. Here comes one of my master's kinsmen.
Yes, better, sir. You lie. Troll you be men. Gregory, remember thy washing blow.
Put up your swords, you know not what you do.
Art thou drawn among these heartless hinds? Turn thee then, Volio. Look upon thy death.
I do but keep the peace. Either put up thy sword or manage it to part these men with me.
Drawn and talk of peace. I hate the word. I hate terror. All Montagues. And thee. Have at thee, coward! rivalry began?
Here were the servants of your adversary, and yours close fighting, ere did I approach, I did part them. And the instant came the fiery Tybalt with his sword prepared, which, as he breathed defiance into my ear, swung about his head and cut the winds, who nothing heard with all wisdom and scorn. While we were interchanging thrusts and blows came more, and fought part on part until the queen came, who parted either part.
Oh, where's Romeo? Saw you him today? Right glad I am he wasn't at this fray.
So early walking did I see your son, and towards him I made, but he was ware of me and so to the covert of the wood.
Many a morning hath the blade seen, with tears augmenting the fresh morning dew. Adding to clouds more clouds with his deep sighs.
Light from light steals home my heavy son. Private in his chamber pins himself, shuts up his windows, locks fair daylight out, and makes himself an artificial night. Black and pretentious must this humor prove, unless good counsel may the cause remove.
My noble uncle, do you know the cause?
I neither know it nor can learn it.
Have you importuned him by any means?
Both by myself and many other friends. As he, his own affections counselors to himself. I will not say how true, but to himself so secret and so close.
Could we but learn from whence his songs grow, we would willingly give here his known.
See, where he comes, so please you, step aside, I'll know his grievance or be much denied.
I would if thou wert so happy by thy stay to hear true truth. Come now, that's the way.
Good morrow, cousin.
Is the day so young?
But noon struck 9.
Ah, Amy. Sad hours seem long. Was that my father that ended so fast?
It was. What sadness lengthens Romeo's hours?
Not having that which having makes them short.
In love?
Out.
Of love?
Out of her favor, crying love.
Alas, that love so gentle in its view should be so tyrannous and rough and proof.
Alas, that's love whose view is muffled still, should without eyes see pathways to his will. Where shall we dine? Oh me, what fray was here? Tell me not, for I already know. Here is much to do with hate, but more to do with love. Why then, oh brawling love, oh loving hate, oh anything of nothing first create, this love feel I feel no love in this? Dost thou not laugh?
No, cuz I'd rather weep
Good-hearted ones.
at thy good heart's oppression.
Why, such is love's transgression. Love is a smoke, raised with the fume of sighs, being purged, fire sparkling in lovers' eyes. Farewell, my cuz.
Soft, I will go along, and if you leave me so, you do me wrong.
Tut, I've lost myself. I'm no longer here. This is not Romeo. He's some other where.
Tell me in sadness, who is that you love?
What, shall I groan and tell thee?
Groan, why, no, but sadly tell me who.
In sadness, cousin. I do love a woman.
I am so near when I suppose you love.
All right, good marksman. And she's fair, I love.
A right fair mark, fair cuz, as soonest hit.
Well, in that hit you miss. She'll not be hit with Cupid's arrow. She hath Diane's wit. And in strong proof of chastity, well armed, from love's weak, childish bow. She lives unharmed.
Be ruled by me. Forget to think of her.
Teach me how I should forget to think.
By giving liberty unto thine eyes, examine other beauties.
He that is struck and blind cannot forget the precious treasure of his eyesight lost. Show me a mistress that is passing fair. Oh, what doth her beauty serve as a note where I may read who passed that passing fair? Farewell, my cuz, thou canst not teach me to forget.
I'll pay that doctrine, or else die in debt.
But Montague is bound as well as I, penalty alike. 'Tis not hard, I think, for men so old as we to keep peace.
Of honorable reckoning are you both, and pity 'tis you have lifted odds for so long. But now, my lord, what say you to my suit?
But saying over what I have said before,
My child is yet a stranger in the world. Let 2 more summers wither in their pride, ere we may think her right to be a bride.
But younger than she, her happy mother's maid.
And too soon marred are those so early made. The earth hath swallowed up all my hopes, but she's the hopeful lady of my youth. Don't move her, gentle parents. Hit her heart. My will to her consent is but a part, and she agreed. Within her scope of choice lies my consent and a fair according voice. This night I hold the accustomed feast, whereto I have invited many a guest, and you among the store most welcome makes my number poor. Come, go with me. Go, Sarah, trudge about through fair Verona, find those persons out whose names are written there, and to them say, my house and welcome on their pleasure stay.
Find them out whose names are written here. It is written that the shoemaker should meddle with his yarn, the tailor with his last, the fisher with his pencil, and the painter with his net. But I seem to find those persons whose names are here writ, and can never find you to write in persons' names here writ. I must be learned in good time.
Tut, man, one fire burns out another's burning. One pain is lessened by another's anguish. Turn giddy and be helped by back returning. One grief is cured by another's languish. Take thou some new infection unto thine eye, and the weight poison of the old will die.
Good evening, I pray, sir. Can you read?
Aye, mine own fortune in my misery.
Perhaps you've learned it without book, but I pray, can you read anything you see?
Aye, if I know the letters and the language.
Ye say honestly, rest you.
Stay, fellow, I can read. Signor Martino and his wife and daughters. County Anselme and his beauteous sisters. The lady widow of Otravio. Signor Escientio and his lovely nieces. Mercutio and his brother Valentine. My uncle Capulet, his wife and daughters. My fair niece, Rosaline. Livia, Signor Valentino and his cousin Tybalt. Lucio and the lively Helena. A fair assembly, whither should they come?
Up,
Whither?
to supper to our house.
Whose house?
My master's.
Indeed, I should have asked you that before.
Oh, now I tell you without asking. My master is a great rich Capulet, and if you be not to the house Montagues, I pray, come and crush a cup of wine with us, sir. Rest you merry.
At this same ancient feast of old Capulet sups the fair Rosaline, whom thou so lovest, of all the admired beauties in Verona. Go thither, and with unattained eye compare her face to some that I shall show, and I'll make thee think thy sworn a crow.
One fairer than my love. The all-seeing sun ne'er saw her match since first the world begun.
Tut, you saw her fair, none else being by. Herself poised with herself, neither I. But in that crystal scales let there be weighed your lady's love against some other maid. That I will show you shining at this feast. And she shall again show what now shows best.
Fine, I'll go. No such sight to be shown, but to rejoice in splendor of mine own.
Thou knowest my daughter is of a pretty age.
Faith, I can tell her age unto an hour. Oh, Susan and she, God rest all Christian souls, were of an age. Susan is with God. She was too good for me. But as I was saying,
I pray thee, hold thy peace.
well, thou wast the prettiest babe that ever I did nurse, and I should live to see thee married once. Oh, I have my wish.
Mary, that Mary is the very theme I come to talk of. Tell me, Dr. Juliet, how stands your disposition to be married?
It is an honor that I dream not of.
Well, think of marriage now. The valiant Paris seeks you for his love.
Man, young lady. Oh, lady, such a man as all the world. Why, he's a man of wax.
Verona's summer has not such a flower.
Well, nay, he's a flower, and faith, a very flower.
What say you? Can you love the gentleman? Tonight you shall behold him at our feast. Read o'er the volume of young Paris' face, and find delight rich there with beauty's pen. So shall you share all that he doth possess by having him, making yourself no less. Speak briefly. Can you like with Paris' love?
I'll look to like, if looking liking move, but no more deep will I dart mine eye than your consent gives strength to make it fly.
Madam, the guests are come, supper served up. You call, my young lady asked for it. The nurse cursed in the pantry and everything in extremity. My hence to wait, I beseech you, follow straight.
We follow thee. Juliet, the county stays.
Go, girl. Seek happy nights to happy days.
Breaths with sweetmeats tainted are, and
Sometimes she'd drive over a soldier's neck, in dreams he of cutting foreign throats, of reaching Spanish blades, ambuscados held 5 fathoms deep and in an arm. Drums in his ear, at which he stopped and wakes, and not being frightened, swears a prayer or two, and sleeps again. This is that very man that plats the manes of horses in the night, and bakes the uplarks and foul, slaughters hares which once untangled much misfortune holds. No, this is the hag that remains lie on their backs, presses them, and learns them first to bear, making them women of good carriage. This is she! Mercutio, please, thou talkest of nothing.
Sure.
I talk of dreams, which are nothing but children in the idle brain. Then their substance is the air, or inconstant in the wind.
This wind you talk of blows us from ourselves. Supper is done, and we shall come too late.
I fear too early. For my mind misgives some consequence yet hanging in the stars. But he that hath the steerage of my course, direct my sail.
On, lusty gentlemen!
breaks upon the cheek of night, like a rich jewel in an Ethiop's ear. Beauty too rich for use, for earth too dear. Do my heart love him now? Forswear its sight, for I ne'er saw true beauty till this night. By his voice she'd be a Montague. Back to me, my rapier boy! What dares the slave? Come hither, covered with an antic face? Ah, to fleer and scorn and art amenity. Now by the stock, in honor of my king, to strike him dead, I hold it not a sin!
Kinsman, wherefore storm you so?
Uncle, this is a Montague. Our foe. A villain that has ever come in sight to scorn our solemnity this night.
Young Romeo, is it?
To see that villain Romeo!
Let him alone. Bears him like a portly gentleman, to say the truth, Verona brags of him to be a virtuous and well-governed.
If it's with such a villain as a guest, I will not endure him.
Shall be endured. What good man, boy, go to, I say he shall. Am I the master here or you? Go to. God shall mend my soul. We make a mutiny among my guests. You said cockle. You'll be the man. Oh, 'tis a shame. Go to. Go to. You're a saucy boy.
But this intrusion shall now seem sweet, but a bitter gall. Profane with my unworthy hands this holy shrine. With a gentle vine is this my lips to blush and rose. It stands to smooth that rough touch of a tender kiss.
Good pilgrim, you do wrong your hand too much, which heavenly devotion shows grace. For saints have hands that pilgrims' hands do touch, and palm to palm is holy palmer's kiss.
No, saints, lips, and holy palmers too.
I, pilgrim, lips that they misuse in prayer.
Oh, then do saints let lips do as hands do they pray? Grant thou us faith turns to despair.
Saints do not move, though grant for prayer's sake.
Move not, all my prayers effect I take. For my lips, thy lips, my sins purged.
But then have my lips the sin that they have touched.
Your thy lips, trespass me, we urge you, my sin again.
You kiss by the book.
Madam, your mother craves a word with you.
What is your mother?
Oh, Mary Bachelor, your mother is the lady of the house, and a good lady, and a wise and a virtuous. I nursed her daughter that you talked with all. Well, I tell you, sir, he that can lay hold of her shall have the cheeks.
She a Capulet? Oh, to your account, my life is my foe's debt.
Away, be gone, the sport is at the best.
I so I fear the more is my breast.
I thank you all, honest. Good night. Sirrah, by my faith, wax is late. I'll do my rest.
Come hither, nurse. It is one gentleman. I know not. Well, go ask his name. Oh, if he be myriad, my grave is like to be my wedding bed.
His name is Romeo, and a Montague,
the only son of your great enemy.
My only love, sprung from my only hate, too early seen unknown and known too late. Such is birth of love, it is to me that I must love a loathed enemy.
But what's this?
A rhyme I learned even now, of one I dance for long.
Juliet!
Come, let's away. Strangers are all gone.
Now old desire doth in its deathbed lie, and young affection gave to me its heir. That fair for which love groaned for and would die, with tender Juliet matched, is now not fair.
Now Romeo's beloved, and loves again, alike bewitched by the charm of looks, but to his foe, suppose she must complain, and she still loves sweet bait from fearful looks.
Being held a foe, they may not have access to breathe such vows as lovers use to swear. And she so much in love, her means much less to meet her new beloved anywhere.
Passion lends them power, time means to meet.
Tempering extremities with extreme sweet.
Can I go forward when my heart is here? Turn back to earth and violence interrupt.
Romeo, my cousin Romeo!
He is wise, and all my life restoring him home to bed.
He went this way and left the orchard wall. Called him Mercutio.
Nay, I'll conjure to Romeo! Humorous man, passion, lover, appear thou in likeness of sigh, speak with one rhyme, and I am satisfied. Cry but I mean, pronounce with love or dove. I conjure thee by Rosaline's right hand, by her high forehead and scarlet lip, by her fine, foot, straight leg, quivering thigh.
Oh, no! He had hid himself among these trees to be consorted with the humorous night! Blind is his love, and best befits the dark.
But if love is blind, love cannot hit the mark. I just feel very too cold for me to lie. Come, shall we go?
Go then, for 'tis in vain to seek him here means not to be found.
Romeo! Romeo!
Romeo! My cousin Romeo!
He just sits scarce in our fells of mood. It's all. What light beyond your window breaks? It is the east. Juliet is the sun. Oh, it is my lady. It is my love. Oh, that she knew she were. She speaks. Yet she says nothing. What of that? Her eye discourses. I answer it. To bolts and not when she speaks. See how she leans her cheek upon her hand. If I were love upon that hand, I might touch that cheek.
I mean,
She speaks. Speak again, bright angel, for thou art as glorious to this night being over my head is a winged messenger of heaven.
oh Romeo, Romeo, wherefore art thou Romeo? Deny thy father and refuse thy name. Or, if thou wilt not, be but sworn thy love, and I'll no longer be a Capulet.
Shall I hear more, or shall I speak at this?
'Tis but thy name that is my enemy. Thou art thy myself, though, not a Montague. What's Montague? It is nor hand, nor foot, nor arm, nor face, nor any other part belonging to a man. Oh, be some other name. What's in a name? That which we call a rose by any other name would smell as sweet. So Romeo would, were he not Romeo called, attain that dear perfection which he owes without that title. Romeo doth thy name, and for that name which is no part of me, take all myself.
I take it more! Call me with love, and I'll be new baptized. Henceforth I never will be Romeo.
What man art thou that thus bespeaks at night so stumblest on my counsel?
By a name, dear saints, I know not how to tell thee who I am. My name is hateful to myself, because it is an enemy to thee. Had I it written, I would tear the word.
My ears have not yet drunk 100 words of that tongue's utterance, yet I know the sound. Art thou not Romeo, and a Montague?
Neither, fair saints, either be dislike.
Well, how camest thou hither? Tell me, and wherefore? For the orchard walls are high and hard to climb, and the place death considering who thou art.
Love's light wings and overperch these walls, for stony limits cannot hold love out, and what love can do, back there is love attempt. Therefore, thy kinsmen are no stop to me.
If they do see thee, they will murder thee.
Alack, there lies more peril in thine eye than 20 of their swords. Look thou but sweet, and I am proof against their enemy.
Have it not for the world they saw thee here.
I have been its cloak to hide me from their sight. But thou love me. Let them find me here. My life were better ended by their hate than death prorogued wanting of thy love.
By whose direction foundst thou out this place?
Thy love, who first did call me to inquire. He lent me counsel, and I lent him eyes.
Thou knowest the mask of night is on my face, else would a maiden blush bepaid my cheek for that which thou hast heard me speak tonight. Dost thou love me? I know, thou wilt say aye, and I will take thy word. Yet if thou swearest, thou mayest prove false. And lovers' perjuries, they say, Job laughs. Oh, gentle Romeo, if thou dost love, pronounce it faithfully.
By yonder blessed moon, I
Oh,
swear!
swear not by the moon, the inconstant moon that bluntly changes in her circled orb. Lest thy love prove likewise variable.
What shall I swear by?
Do not swear at all. Or, if thou wilt, swear by thy gracious self, which is the God of my idolatry, and I'll believe thee.
If my heart's dear
Oh,
love...
do not swear. Although I joy in thee, I have no joy in this contract tonight. It is too rash, too unadvised, too sudden, too like the lightning which thou seest to be, and one can say enlightens. Sweet good night. This bud of love by summer's ripening breath may prove a beauteous flower when next we meet. Good night. Good night. As sweet repose and rest, come to thy heart as that within my breast.
Wilt thou leave me so unsatisfied?
What satisfaction canst thou have tonight?
In exchange of thy heart's faithful vow for mine.
I gave thee mine before thou didst request it, and yet I would it were to give again.
Wouldst thou withdraw it? For what purpose, love?
But to be frank and give it thee again, and yet I wish but for the thing I have. My bounty is as boundless as the sea, my love as deep. The more I give to thee, the more I have, for both are infinite. Oh, I hear some noise within. Dear love, adieu. Anon the nurse! Sweet Montague, be true. Oh, stay but a little. I will come again.
Blessed, blessed night! I'm afeard, being a knight, all this is but a dream, too flattering sweet to be substantial.
3 words to Romeo, and good night indeed. If that thy bent of love be honorable, thy purpose marriage, send word tomorrow, by one that I'll procure, where and what time thou wilt perform the rite. All my fortunes at thy foot I'll lay, and follow thee, my lord, throughout the world. I come anon, but if thou meanst not well, I do beseech thee, by and by I come to cease thy suit.
Love goes toward love, as schoolboys from their books, but love from love toward school with heavy looks.
Romeo, of what o'clock tomorrow shall I send to thee?
By the hour of 9.
I will not fail. 'Tis 20 years till then. I have forgotten why I did call thee back.
To stand here till thou remember it.
I shall forget to have thee still stand there, remembering how I love thy company.
And I'll still stand, have thee still forget, forgetting any other moment of this.
And 'tis almost morning. I would have thee gone. And yet, no, further than a wanton's bird who lets it hop a little in her hand, like a poor prisoner in his twisted gyves, and with a silken thread plucks it back again, so loving jealous of his liberty.
I wore thy bird.
Sweet, so would I. I should kill thee with much cherishing. Good night. Good night. Parting is such sweet sorrow that I shall say good night till it be morning.
Sleep. Dwell upon thy eyes. Peace in thy breast. For I sleep in peace, so sweet to rest. Hence will I to my ghostly sister's cell her help to crave, and my dear hap to tell.
Day to cheer and night's day dew to dry. I must have filled this oyster cage of ours with baleful weeds and precious juicy flowers. Oh, mickle is the powerful grace that lies in herbs, plants, stones, and their true qualities. Within the infant rind of this small flower, poison hath residence and medicine power. With this, being smelt, with that part cheers each part, being tasted, stays all senses with the heart.
Good morrow, sister!
Benedicite! What early touch so sweet saluteth me? Ah, young son! Thy earliness doth me assure thou art aroused by some distemperature. Or if not so, then here I have been right. Our Romeo hath not been in bed tonight.
That last was true. The sweeter rest was mine.
God pardon sin. Wast thou with Rosaline?
With Rosaline, my ghostly sister? No, I forgot that name. That name's woe.
That's my good son, but where hast thou been then?
I'll tell you, ere thou ask it to me again. I have been feasting with mine enemy, where on a sudden one hath wounded me.
Be plain, good son, and homely in thy drift. Riddling confession finds but riddling shrift.
Then plainly know that my heart's dear love is set on the fair daughter of rich Capulet. So mine is set on hers, so hers is set on mine, and all combined. Save what thou must combine by holy marriage. When and where and how we met, we wooed, we made exchange a vow. I'll tell thee as you pass me this, I pray, that thou consent to marry us today.
Holy Saint Francis! What changes here? Is Rosaline, whom thou didst love so dear, so soon forsaken? Young men's love then lies not truly in their hearts, but in their eyes.
Thou chides me off for loving Rosaline.
Oh, for doting, not for loving, pupil mine.
And bids me bury love.
Not in a grave to lay one in, another out to have.
I pray thee, chide not. She whom I love now doth grace for grace, and love for love allow. The
thy love did read by rote and could not spell. But come, young waverer, come, go with me. In one respect I'll thy assistant be, for this alliance may so happy prove to turn your household's rancor to pure love.
Oh, let us hence, I stand on some haste.
Wisely and slow, they stumble that run fast.
Where the devil should this Romeo be? Came he not home tonight?
Not to his father's. I spoke with his man.
Now, that same pale heart in which that was alive. He torments him so that he will sure run mad.
Tybalt, the kinsman of old Capulet, has sent a letter to his father's house.
A challenge? On my life.
Romeo will answer it.
Well, any man that can write may answer a letter.
Nay, he will answer the letter's master. How he dares being dared.
Alas, poor Romeo. Oh, he's already dead. He stabbed with the white witch's black eye, shot through the ear with a love song. The very pin of his heart left with the blind bow boy's butt shaft. And is he a man to inhabit Tybalt?
Why? What is Tybalt?
More than Prince of Cats. He's the courageous captain of compliments. He fights, as you sing tricks on. Keeps time, distance, proportion, rests, his minimum rests. 1, 2, and a third in your bosom. The very butcher of a silk button. A duelist. A gentleman, the very first acts of the first and second parts. The immortal Passat, the punto reversal, the parts of these antic, lisping, affecting fantasticos. Oh, what these new turners of accent. By Jesuit, a very good blade, a very tall man, a very good whore. Why, it's not a lamentable thing, grandsire, that we should be thus afflicted by these strange flies, these fashion mongers, these pardonnees who stand so much on the new form that they cannot sit at ease on the old bench. Oh, they're both.
Oh, here comes Romeo, here comes...
Romeo? Romeo! Bonjour! That's a French salutation to go with your French slop. You gave us the counterfeit fairly last night.
Good morrow to you all. What counterfeit did I give you?
The slip, sir, the slip. Can you not conceive?
Pardon, good Mercutio, my business is great. In such a case as mine, a man may strain courtesy.
That is to say, a case such as yours may strain a man to bow in the hands.
Meaning to curtsy?
Thou hast most kindly hit it.
A most courteous exposition.
Nay, I am the very pink of courtesy.
Pink for flower.
Right. Why, it's not better than going for love. Now art thou sociable. Now art thou Romeo. Now art thou what thou art. By art as well as by nature. Otherwise, this love is like a great natural that runs lolling up and down to hide its bubble in a hole.
Stop there, stop there.
Here's go the gear.
Peter.
No.
My fan, Peter.
But good Peter, to hide your face. For the fan is the fairer face.
God, he could borrow gentle.
Not God, you Ian, fair gentlewoman.
Oh, is it Ian?
It is no less, I tell you. For the body hand of the dial is now upon the prick of noon.
Out upon you, what a man are you?
What the God hath made for himself tomorrow?
By my troth, it is well said for himself tomorrow, quotha. Well, gentlemen, can any of you tell me where I may find the young Romeo?
I will tell you, but young Romeo will be older when you found him than when he was when you sought him. I am the youngest of that name for a fault or worse.
Well, if you be he, sir, then I require some confidence with you. She will indict him to some supper.
Abod. So, ho! Romeo, will you leave us to your father's, or will to dinner too?
I will follow you.
Farewell. Oh! Ancient lady.
Farewell.
Oh, marry, farewell, I pray you, sir. What saucy merchant was this that was so full of his roguery?
A gentleman nurse that loves to hear himself talk!
And speak anything against me, I'll take him down. And it were lustier than he is in 20 such jacks. And if I cannot, well, I'll find those that shall. Scurvy knave! Well, I am none of his flirters. I am none of his scanesmates. Oh, and thou must stand by too, and suffer every knave to use me at his pleasure.
I saw no man use you at pleasure, but if I had, my weapon should have quickly been out. I warned you, I dare draw soon as another man. If I see occasion, then good quarrel, and the law on my side.
Now before God. Oh, I am so vexed that every part of me quivers, scurvy knave! Oh, I pray you, sir, a word. Now, as I told ye, my lady bade me inquire not. Now, what she bade me say, I will keep to myself, but let me tell ye this. If ye should lead her into a fool's paradise, as they say, but it were a very gross kind of behavior, as they say, for the gentlewoman is young, and therefore, if you should deal double with her, it were a very ill thing to be offered to any gentlewoman, and very weak dealing.
Nurse, commend me to thy lady and mistress. I protest unto thee.
Oh, good heart and in faith, I will tell her as much. Lord, Lord, she will be a joyful woman.
Oh, what wilt thou tell her? Thou dost not mark me.
Well, I will tell her, sir, that you do protest, which as I take is a very gentlemanlike offer.
I'll be devise some means to come to shrift this afternoon. There she shall with Sister Lawrence cell be shrived and married. Here is for thy pains.
No, truly, sir, not a penny.
Go to, I say you shall.
For this afternoon, sir. Well, she shall be there.
Farewell. Commend me to thy mistress.
Aye, 1,000 times. Peter.
Anon.
Peter, take my fan and go before and pace.
The clock struck 9 when I did send the nurse. In half an hour she promised to return. Now is the sun on the hindmost hill of this day's journey, and from 9 to 12 is 3 long hours. Yet she has not come. Had she affections and warm youthful blood, she'd be as swift in motion as a ball. The old folks, many vain as they were dead, unwieldly, slow, heavy, and pale as lead. Oh God, she comes! Oh, honey nurse, what news? Hast thou met with him? Send thy man away.
Oh, Peter, stay at the gate.
Good, sweet nurse. Oh Lord, why look'st thou sad?
Oh, I am weary. Give me leave a while. Oh, fie, how my bones ache. Oh, what a jaunt have I had.
I would thou hast my bones, and I thy news. Nay, come, I pray thee. Speak, good nurse, speak.
Oh, Jesu, what haste. Well, can you not stay a while? Can you not see that I am out of breath?
How art thou out of breath when thou hast breath to say to me that thou art out of breath? Is thy news good or bad? Answer to that. Say either, and I'll state the circumstance. Let me be satisfied. Is it good or bad?
Well, you have made a simple choice. I mean, you know not how to choose a man. Romeo? No, not he. Although his face be fairer than any other man's, yet his leg excels all men's. And for a hand, and a foot, and a body, although they be not talked on, yet they are cast in air. Well, he is not the flower of courtesy, but I'll warrant him as gentle as a lamb. Go thy ways, wench, serve God. What, have you dined at home?
babe, I am sorry that thou art not well. Sweet, sweet, sweet nurse, tell me, what says my love?
Your love says, like an honest gentleman, and kind, courteous, and handsome, and I warrant virtuous. Where is your mother?
Where is my mother? Why, she is within. Where should she be? How oddly thou replies. Your love says, like an honest gentleman, where is your mother?
Oh, gods, lady dear, are you so hot? Mary, come up, I trow. Is this the poultice I get from my aching bones? Well, henceforward, do your messages yourself.
Oh, here's such a coil. Come, what says Romeo?
Have you got leave to go to Shrift today?
I have.
Well, then hie you to Sister Lawrence's cell. There stays a husband to make you a wife. Go. On to dinner. Hie you to the cell.
Oh, high to high fortune.
Honest nurse, farewell.
So smile the heavens upon this holy act, that after hours with sorrow chide us not.
Amen. Amen. But come what sorrow can. It cannot countervail the exchange of joy that one short minute gives me at her side. Do thou but close our hands with holy words. Then love devouring death. Do what ye dare. It's enough I may but call her mine.
These violent delights have violent ends. Therefore love moderately, long love doth so. To swift arrives as tardy as to slow. Here comes the lady, now so light of foot.
Good evening to my ghostly confessor.
Romeo shall thank thee, daughter, for us both.
As much to him, else is his thanks too much.
Come, and we will make short work. For by your leaves you shall not stay alone. Till Holy Church incorporates two in one.
I pray thee, good Mercutio, let's retire. The day is hot, the Capulets abroad, and if we meet, we shall not speak broad. Now these hot days is the mad blood stirring.
Come, come. Thou art hot, Jack, in thy mood as any in Italy, and so moved to be moody. I was so moved to be moved.
By my head, here come the Capulets.
By my doors. I care not. Follow me close, or I will speak to them. Gentlemen! Good day. A word with one of you.
And but one word with one of us? I'll couple it with something, make it a word and a blow.
Mercutio. Thou consortest with Romeo.
Consort? What, dost thou make us minstrels? And thou make minstrels of us, but you hear nothing but discord. Well, here's my fiddlestick. Here's that shall make you dance. Zounds, consort.
We talk here in the public haunt of men. Either withdraw into some private place and reason coldly of your grievances, or else depart. Here all eyes gaze on us.
Men's eyes were made to look, and let them gaze.
I will not budge for no man's pleasure either. Well, peace be with you, sir. Here comes my man. Romeo, the hate I bear thee can afford no better term than this. Thou art a villain.
The reason that I have to love thee doth much excuse the appertaining rage to such a greeting. Villain am I none. Therefore, farewell. I see thou knowest me not.
Boy, this shall not excuse the injuries that thou hast done me. Therefore, turn and draw.
I do protest. I never injured thee, but love thee better than thou canst devise, till thou shalt know the reason of my love. And so, good Capulet, which name I tender as dearly as mine own, be satisfied.
Oh, calm. Dishonorable, vile submission! Kibbles! You rat catcher! Will you walk? What wouldst thou have with me? Good king of cats! Nothing but one of your 9 lives.
I am for you, gentle Mercutio, put thy rapier up.
Come, sir. Your passado.
Draw! Be careful!
They on both your houses. Oh, they've rooms. What has he gone and have nothing?
What art thou worth?
Oh, scratch. Abraham! Well, come on, Billy. Fetch a surgeon.
Courage, man, the hurts cannot be much.
No, 'tis not so deep as a well, no, so wide as a church dog. That is enough. 'Twill serve. Ask for me tomorrow, and you shall find me a grave man. Oh, why the devil came you between us? I was hurt under your arm.
Oh, I fought all for the best.
And thou hast made wormsmeat of me. Now plague on both your houses! Now plague! Both houses!
This takes black fate, and more to stop the pent. This but begins the woe. Others must end.
Here comes the furious Sybil back again.
Alive in triumph, and Mercutio slain. Now, Tybalt, take the villain back again, and lay thou stains free. For Mercutio's soul is but a little way above our heads. Stay for thine to keep him company. Either thou or I, or both must go away from him.
Give me up, Romeo.
Thou wretched boy, the death's concern here! Shout with him hence!
Shout determined that.
Away! Be gone! did Romeo turn and fly. This is the truth, or let Benvolio die. She is a kinsman to the Montague. Affection makes her false. She speaks not true. Some 20 of them fought in this black strife, and all those 20 could but kill one life. I beg for justice, which thou, queen, must give. Romeo slew Tybalt. Romeo must not live. Romeo slew him. He slew Mercutio, who now the price of his dear blood doth owe. Not Romeo! Queen, he was Mercutio's friend!
It's false to conclude for what the law should end. The life of Tybalt!
And for that offense, immediately we do exile him hence. I have an interest in your hate proceeding. My blood for your rude brawls not lie bleeding. I will immerse you with so strong a fight that you shall all repent the loss of mine. I will be deaf to pleading and excuses. For tears nor prayer shall purchase out abuses. Therefore use none. Let Romeo hence in haste, else when he returns an hour will be his last. Bear hence this body and appoint thy will. Mercy but murderers, pardon those who kill.
Holy lords, to fall prostrate here and beg your pardon. Pardon, I beseech you. Henceforth, I am ever ruled by you.
Send for the cavalry. Go tell them of this. I'll have this knotted up tomorrow morning.
I met the youthful lord at Lawrence's cell and gave him what become love I might, not step over the bounds of modesty.
Why, I'm glad on it. This is well. Stand up. This is as it should be. Let me see the county. Mary, go, I say, and fetch a millinery.
Nurse, will you go with me into my closet to help me sort such needful ornaments as you think fit to furnish me tomorrow?
No, not till Thursday. There's
Go,
time.
nurse. Go with her. Go to church tomorrow.
We shall be sure to learn vision. 'Tis now near night.
Oh, shh. I'm still about talking, shouting. No, I know it's be quiet. Go down to Juliet. Help to deck up. I'll not to bed tonight. Let me alone. Play the housewife for this once. What? Oh, they're all four. Well, I will walk myself to County Paris to prepare him up against tomorrow. My heart is much of slight since this same wayward girl is so reclaimed.
Those attires are best. But gentle nurse, I pray thee, leave me to myself tonight, for I have need of many orisons to make the heavens smile upon my state, which, well thou knowest, is crossed and full of sin.
But are you busy? No? You need my help?
No, madam. Let me now be left alone. And let the nurse this night sit up with you, for I am sure you have your hands full all of this so sudden business.
Good night. Get thee to bed and rest, for thou hast to leave me.
Farewell. God knows when we shall meet again. Come, vile. What? If this mixture do not work at all, shall I be married then tomorrow morning? No, no. This shall forbid it. Fly out there. What if it be a poison, which the sisters something have ministered to have me dead, lest in this marriage she should be dishonored because she married me before to Romeo? How
the vault, and there die strangled ere my Romeo comes? Or if I live, is it that very light so early waking, but with lonesome spells and shrieks like mangers torn out of the earth, that living mortals hearing them drive mad? Oh, if I wake, shall I not be distraught? Environed with all of these hideous fears, and in this rage with some great kinsman's bone as for the club, dash out my desperate brains! Oh, look! Methinks I see my cousin's ghost seeking out Romeo's that did spit his body upon a rapier point. Stay, devils! Stay! Romeo! Romeo. Romeo. Here's drink. I drink to drink.
Come, stir, stir, stir. The second cock has crowed. Look to the baked meat, spare not for the cost. Nurse! Wife! What? Oh, what nurse, I say! Go waken Juliet, go and trim her up. I'll go and chat with Paris Hyde. Make haste, the bridegroom he has come already. Make haste!
Mistress! What mistress? Juliet! Oh, fast I warrant her she. Why, lamb! Why, lady! What fine slug of bed! Why, love, I say! Why, sweetheart! Why, madam! Why, bride! Mary, amen! How sound is she asleep? Why, I must needs wake you, madam! 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 What dressed? And in your clothes and down again? Well, I must needs wake you, lady. 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 Oh, alas! Oh, alas, my lady's dead. Someone vite ho! My lord, my lady!
What noise is here?
Oh, lemon,
What's the matter?
look what heavy day. Oh,
My child.
Nine. Look up! Oh, I will die. Look up! Help! Help! Call help!
For shame, bring Juliet forward. The Lord is come.
Oh, she's dead. She's deceased. She's dead. Oh, she's dead. She's dead.
Alas. The settled joints are stiff. Life and these lips of one settled. Lies on the taken her please to make it away. So, tongue is your not let us speak.
Come. Is the bride ready to go to church?
Ready to go, but never to return. Son, when I forward my wedding day, death lays thy womb. She lies sleepless. My son-in-law, death is there.
I have not long seen someone's face. It doesn't give me such a sight as this.
Accursed, unhappy, wretched, hateful day! Oh,
Sir, go you in, and madam, go with him. And go, Sir Paris. Everyone prepare to follow this fair force unto her grave. The heavens do lower upon you for some will. Move them no more by crossing their high will.
Trust the flattering truth asleep. My dreams presage some joyful news at hand. I dreamt my lady came and found me dead, with such lifeless kisses in my lips as I revived and was an emperor. How now, Balthazar? Son of Green letters from the sister? How doth my lady? Is my father well? How fares my Juliet? That I ask again, for nothing can be ill if she be well.
Then she is well, and nothing can be ill. Her body sleeps in Capel's monument, and her immortal part with angels lives. I saw her lay low in her kindred's vault, and presently too close to tell it you. Oh, pardon me for bringing these ill news, since you did leave it from my office, sir.
Is it so?
Now, Miss March, give me ink and paper and hire post horses. I will hence tonight.
I do beseech you, sir. Have patience. Your looks are pale and wild.
Tush, thou art deceived. Leave me and do the thing I bid thee do. Hadst thou no letters for me from the system?
No, my dear lord.
No matter. Get thee gone and hire these horses. I'll be with thee straight. Well, Juliet, I will lie with thee tonight. Let's see for minutes. I do remember in apothecary, and hereabouts she dwells. Meager were her looks, sharp misery had worn her to the bone. Noting this penury to myself, I said, and if a man did meet a poison nail, whose sails was death and mantua, here lies a cat wretch would sell it to him. That same thought to prefer my need. The same needy woman must sell me! What? What?
Who calls so loud?
Come here, woman. I see our boy. Hold. There is 40 ducats. Let me have a dram of poison, such soon speeding here as will disperse itself through all the veins that the wary life-taker may fall dead.
Such mortal drugs I have. But Mantua's law is death to any that utters them.
The world avoids who lost to make thee rich, then be not poor, but break it and take this.
My pardon. But not to my will consent.
I pay thy poverty, give not thy will.
Take this and put it in any liquid thing you will and drink it off. And if you had the strength of 20 men, it would dispatch you straight.
He recycles worse poison into men's souls, doing more murder in this loathsome world. These poor compounds thou mightst not sell. I sell thee poison. Thou hast sold me none. Farewell. Buy food and get thyself in flesh. Come cordial and not poison to Juliet's grave, for there I must use thee.
house where the infectious pestilence did reign, sealed up the doors, and would not let us forth, so that my speed to Mantua was stayed.
Who bore my letter then to Romeo?
I could not send it. Here it is again. Nor did a messenger to send it forth, so fearful they were of infection.
Unhappy fortune! By my sisterhood, the letter was not nice, but full of charge of dear import, and in the neglecting it may do much danger. Sister Joan, go get me an iron crow and bring it straight unto my cell.
Sister, go and bring it forth.
Oh, I must to the monument alone. Within 3 hours will fair Juliet wake. She will betray me much that Romeo hath no notice of these accidents, but I will write again to Mantua and keep her here at myself. Poor living corpse, closed in a dead man's tomb.
I'm almost afraid to stand alone here in the churchyard, yet I will adventure.
Sweet flower, with flowers like her that I strew, the obsequies that I for thee will keep, shall be nightly this truth I crave in me. The boy signal that something doth approach. What cursed foot wanders this way tonight? To cross my obsequies, the truth must right. What with a torch? Muffle me night a while.
Take this letter, early in the morning, see thou deliver it to my Lord and Father. Give me the letter. Upon thy life, I charge thee, whatever thou hearest or seest, stand all aloof and do not interrupt me in my course. Why I sent into this bed of death is partly to behold my lady's face, but chiefly to take thence from her dead finger a precious ring that I must use in dear employment. Therefore, hence, be gone! But jealous, dost return to pride? And what I further shall intend to do, oh, by heaven, I will tear thee joint by joint and strew this hungry churchyard with thy limbs. The time and night into their savage wild, more fierce and exemplable far the roaring tigers of the empty sea.
I will be gone and not trouble you.
So, thou shalt show me friendship.
Live, be prosperous. Farewell, good fellow.
His looks I fear, his intents I doubt.
This is that banished Montague that murdered my lost cousin, which with grief was supposed the fair creature died. And what comes to do some villainous shame to the dead bodies? I will apprehend him. Stop that hell, toil, vile Montague! Can vengeance be pursued further than death? Condemn
indeed, and therefore came I hither. Good gentlemen, tempt not a desperate man. Fly hence and leave me, I beseech thee, youth. Put not another sin upon my head. Stay not, be gone, live, and hereafter say a madman's mercy, bid thee run away.
I could apply my conjuration and apprehend thee for a felony here.
Thou spoke me, then have at you, boy.
Oh, fine. I'm going to call the what?
I'm sweating.
Mercutio's kinsman, noble Count of Paris. What said my man when my betossed soul did not tend to, as we rode? I think, said Paris, should have married Juliet. Said it not so? Did I, Juliet, said? Death. Lie. Now there, in turn. How oft, when men are at the point of death, have they been married, which their keepers call a lightning before death. How may I call this lightning? My wife, death that had such a hunger of thy breath, hath had no power yet upon thy beauty. Thou art not the conqueror. Beauty's and signs yet crimson in thy lips, in thy cheeks. Death's pale flag is not advanced there. Oh, Juliet, why art thou yet so fair? Shall I believe death's arrows? Thee, that boy monster, keeps thee here in the dark to these terrible. Fear that I will stay with thee, and never from this palace tonight depart again. Here will I remain. Take your last embrace and lips will you the doors of death. Sleep with the righteous kiss, dateless bargain to gruesome death. Unsavory guide. You're still my love. Oh, go, true apothecary. Thy drugs are quick. Thus, with a kiss, I die.
I do remember well where I should be, and there I am. Where's my Romeo?
She hath been his timeless end. Oh, churl, drunk all in love, no friendly drop to help me after. I will kiss thy lips, haply some poison yet doth hang on them to make dye restorative. Thy lips are warm.
Lead, boy, which way?
Yea, boys, and I'll be brief. Oh, happy dagger, this is thy sheath. There was. Let me die.
This is the place, there, where the torch doth burn.
The ground is bloody. Search by the churchyard. Go, some of you, where you find attached. The sight. Here lies the county slain. And Juliet. Bleeding, warm, and newly dead. Who here hath lain these 2 days buried. Go, tell the queen. Run to the Capulets. Rave at the Montagues.
Here's Romeo's man. We found him in the churchyard.
Hold him in safety till the queen come hither.
Here, sister, that trembles, sighs, and weeps. We took this mannequin spade from her as she was coming from churchyard side.
Great suspicion, stay the sister too.
What misadventure was so early up that calls our person from our morning's rest?
She was leaving this.
We were in the streetcar room, some Juliet and some Venice, all ran with open outcry.
What fantasies which startles in our ears?
Sovereign, here lies the county Paris slain, and Romeo dead and Juliet dead before, warm and new killed.
Search, seek, and know how this foul murder comes.
Here's a sister, and slaughtered Romeo's man, with instruments upon him fit to open these dead men's tombs.
Heavens. Wife, look how our daughter bleeds. This dagger hath the same for blow. This house is empty on the back of Montague, and it is sheathed in my daughter's bosom.
Come, Montague, for thou art so early up. See thy son and heir more early down.
What further woe conspires against mine age?
Look, and thou shalt see.
Thou art taught what manners is in this. To press forth thy father to a grave.
Seal up thy mouth about rage for a while till we can clear these ambiguities. And I will be your gentle and low, leading you even into death. Let mischance be sent for patience. Bring forth the partners of suspicion. I am the greatest, able to do the least, yet most suspected as the time and place doth make against me of this direful murder. And here I stand both to impeach and purge myself, condemned and excused.
And say at once what thou dost know in this.
Romeo, there dead, was husband to that Juliet. And she there dead, that Romeo's faithful wife. I married them. And their stolen marriage day was Tybalt's doomsday, whose untimely death banished the new-made bridegroom from the city, for whom and not for Tybalt Juliet pined. You, to remove that secret grief from her, betrothed and would have married her perforce to County Paris. Then comes she to me, and
and with wild looks bid me devise some mean to rid her from the second marriage, or in my cell there would she kill herself. Then gave I her, so tutored by my art, a sleeping potion, which so took effect as I intended, for it brought on her the form of death. In time it was Romeo that he should either come as this dire night, to help to take her from her grave, being the time the potion's force should cease. But she, which bore my letter, Sister Joan, was stayed by accident, and yesterday I turned my letter back. And all alone at the prefixed hour of her waking, found noble Paris and true Romeo dead. And she, who desperate, did violence on herself. All this I know. And if aught in this miscarried by my fault, let me be sacrificed so out before my time unto the rigor of severest law.
We still see thee as a new. Where's Romeo's man? What can he say in this?
I brought my master news of Juliet's death, and in post he came from Antioch, to the same place, to the same monument. This letter he early bid me give his father, and threatened me with death going in the vault. I departed not, and left him there.
Give me the letter that I look on. Where's the Countess page that raised the morning? Cyril, what made your master here?
He came with flowers to strew his lady's grave, and bid me stand aloof, and so I did. Anon was one flight to ope the tomb, and by my master. And then our man's called the watch.
This letter doth make for the sisters' work. The course of their loves, the tidings of her death, and here it is written that he bought poison from a poor apothecary, and withal came to this vault to die and lie with Juliet. Where be the enemies? Capulet, Montague! See what a scourge is laid upon your hate. Then heaven finds means to cure your joys with love. And I, for winking at your discords too, have lost a brace of kinsmen. All are punished.
Oh, brother Montague, give me thy hand. This is my daughter's tuition, for no more can I contend.
If I can give thee more, for I will raise her statue in pure gold, that while Verona by that name is known, there shall no figure in such rate be set as that of true and faithful Juliet.
As rich shall Romeo by his lady's lie, poor sacrifices alone.
A glooming peace this morning it brings. The sun for sorrow will not show his head. Go hence, have more talk of these sad things. Some shall be pardoned, and some punished.
For never was a story of more woe than that of Juliet and her Romeo.